Namaskar, I am Pradeep Solanki and today we are going to discuss about a very important type which is a very important pillar of health, I would say, which is diet. You have three pillars of health, that is the diet, exercise and rest. To get a good health you need to balance all the pillars. So let us talk about diet today. Diet may be the most debated topic in the world. Everybody is a dietitian in this whole world. You go to your home and your mother, father, grandfather, sister, everybody will guide you what to eat. You go to office, they will also tell you what to eat, and that is different thing. They may not follow for themselves. But you will be surprised to know that on a topic in which millions of books have been written, millions of people talking about it, the most powerful and yet the most simplest diet is defined in just three plain lines in Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 17th, talks about the shlokas 8, 9 and 10 talks about the diet. There are three types of people, or you can say everything in this world can be divided into three categories. One is Sattvic. Sattvic means which is something which is closer to God, everything, does everything by the book, everything on time. And the Rajasic, people like us who have some control, sometimes they control, sometimes they don't. And Tamasic may be a people like that, okay, tomorrow is Sunday, please don't wake me up, I am going to sleep for 12 hours, something like this. And accordingly, if you eat diet, then your character will be developed like that. Or if you are a person who is Sattvic, will be eating this food. So in three lines, the first line talks about what you should always eat, second line talks about what you should avoid, and the third line talks about what you should never eat. First shlokas, that is the chapter 17 shlokas number 8, it says Ayu Sattva Bal Arogya Sukh Prati Vivardhana Rasya Snigdha Sthira Rida Ahara Sattvic Priya. Means if you want to increase your lifespan, if you want to increase your internal external strength, and Sattva is a good character, and then Arogya means disease free. And then it also says Sukha Prati Vivardhana, that means if you want to increase your happiness and love, then what you should always eat is Rasya. Ras means juicy, which is filled of juices, and Snigdha means which is naturally oil, and Sthira means endurance, which remains there, and Rida means which is pleasing to heart. That means most of your food, that is around 50-60% of your food, should be fruits and vegetables. Try to eat fruits in an independent serving instead of combined with a heavy food. In the first half of the day, fruits are considered better. So try to eat as much fruit as you can, maybe 5 fruits or up to 10 including the vegetables, maybe 1 carrot, something like this. Try to eat that. Second says Snigdha. Snigdha means something which is naturally oil. If you crush something and oil comes out, that is the naturally oil. So whatever oil you use, you should always try to use the cold pressed oil. Cold pressed oils are, if you press between wood and temperature doesn't increase above 40, then it is considered as a cold pressed oil. Nuts and seeds, milk products, they are under this categories. Third says Sthira. The third word is Sthira. Sthira means endurance, which the food which remains there in your body for some period of time. If we eat just like for example for wheat and rice, okay, after maybe 2 hours, if you measure your sugar, it will shoot up to 140. The reason being these food are digested very fast. So two things will happen. One, they will release gluten fast and then convert it into fat, and the other thing is that you will feel more often hungry. You want to eat maybe after every 4 hours. But if you eat a food which remains there in your body, then you will feel less hungry. If you eat a ragi roti or a bajra roti, okay, then you will feel less hungry. And second thing is the gluten level is less, so the fat conversion will be lesser in these kind of things. So what are these sthir bhojan? These are millets. There are 9 types of millets normally available in India. Okay, those are jawar, bajra, jhangora, cheena, mandwa, ragi, kangani. So the most easily available are jawar, bajra, ragi, and maybe sometimes jhangora is also available. So try to replace at least 50% of your wheat and rice with these millets. Now it is not necessary that you will use only the flour of these millets along with the, wheat. You can combine the flour also, or you can eat a separate chapati of these, but try to eat the dalia and khichdi of these. Means take a bajra or jawar in the morning, maybe put it in water for half an hour and then just crush it a little bit and then make a khichdi of it. It is excellent. Ragi has 10 times more calcium than milk. So these have abundance of minerals. So you will not gain weight if you eat this, and it is slow digesting food. So these are excellent for your health. So this is the category of food which Snigdha, Sthira and Rida, that maximum your food should come into this category. Then the second category, second shloka as we say, that is the shloka number 9 of chapter 17. It says Katv Amla Lavna Tiyushna Tikshna Ruksh Vidahin Ahara Rajesh Sheshta Dukh Shok Kamya Parda. What will come by this Rajasic food? Dukh means grief, okay, negative energy and disease will be generated if you eat food. So here it is a very bitter food, very sour food, acidic food and very salty, pungent food, spicy, chiliful. You have to try to reduce, or this category of food is a controlled manner, that eat it in a controlled manner. Eat sometimes and don't eat sometimes. Otherwise, by this food, most of the grief and negative energy will come. Now some people may argue here that lemon is, you can say it is acidic or sour, then you are saying it is bad for health, or maybe ginger or something like this. These category of food is called Oshadhi, means they are medicines according to Ayurveda. So if you eat them in a controlled manner, means you eat sometimes, especially when it is required. If you have a heat stroke, eat a maybe juice of onion, or maybe if you eat ginger tea, take ginger tea in winters. But if you make this food as a mainstream food, then it becomes a problem. So try to avoid this food. Now the third category of the food is called the Tamsik Bhojan, the Tamsik food, which says the 10th shloka, which says Yat yamam gatarasam puti payurshitam chaya uchishtamapi chamedhayam bhojanam tamas priyam. Means the person who is tamasic will like this food. But what is this food? The food which is stale, the food which is rotten, the food which is smell is coming, the food which is kept for a longer period of time, the food from which the juice has been taken out. So all these category of food is very bad for your health, and it will give you a lot of disease and ill effects to your body. So try to not to eat this food completely. Whatever you want from a food, maybe something like vegetable, if you prepare a vegetable, the best you can get is 3 hours. Then it starts degrading. So make sure you try to consume things which are fresh. If it is kept in a fridge, okay, maybe one day, but not longer than that. The food, like for example, if you take a non-veg and put it in the fridge for a longer period of time, take a processed food till you open it, it is fine. But till it is closed, it is fine. As soon as you open it, then it starts degrading. So please don't put the flour for 7 days or the vegetable for 3-4 days. Try to avoid all kind of these processed, refined and these stale foods. Otherwise it will bring very bad effects to your body. Now talking of non-veg, most of the people will ask or about something about non-veg. Although there are a lot of text which says meat eating is bad, it's bad for the health. But there is a good news for the non-veg lovers. So there is a Manusmriti chapter 5.56 says Na mas bhakshane dosho na madhe na cha mathne. That means there is no sin in eating non-veg, taking alcohol or any sexual acts. Then the third line says why it is so. It says pravarti resha bhutanam, means these are natural inclination and a human is going to be attracted towards them. So it is fine if he eats it. But look at the beauty of the last line, the fourth line. It says nivrattistu mahaphala, means the absenteeism will be rewarding. If you don't eat it, you will get some mahafal, means a great reward. Now it is up to you that you want to have the reward which is in front of you, maybe a chicken leg or maybe a black label or a chilled beer, or you may want to have fruit, great fruit later in your life. It is totally depend on you. Now some food are excellent on this earth. Ayurveda says if there is a nectar called amrit, okay, nectar on this earth, then it would be amla. Amla is the Indian gooseberry. So that is considered as a amrit. Ayurveda says it is a matra food, means love, like how mother try to nourishes her child. In the same way, amla will try to nourishes you. And this is the amla may be the only fruit which works wonders in all the doshas. Most of the things, most of the fruits you will say, okay, one is good for vat, pitta, kapha. The basic thing is it will good for your pith component, it reduces the pith component, but it is equally good for the vat and your kapha component also. So try to eat at least one amla daily in the season. Season means from September to April, that is the winter, is the season for eating amla. Don't try to take amla in any processed form, which may be a juice, which may be a candy, which may be a murabba. No, the best way to eat amla is to shred one fresh amla, combine it 1 spoon of honey, and maybe take it with your breakfast. If you eat the amla raw, okay, then your enamel of the teeth will be affected. So make sure that you eat it with a 1 spoon of honey. That is the best combination for eating amla. Some foods are like sprouts. Sprouts is excellent food because it's a kind of live. It is live. There is life in it. So, but don't try to eat this sprouts maybe like a horse, one complete bowl of, you can say, gram and your lentils. No, try to eat only 2 spoons of sprouts is sufficient you, and add a lot of stuff in it. Either it is black gram, moong ki dal, moth dal, or you can have soya bean, you can add fenugreek, the methi in it, you can add mooli ke beej, the reddish seeds, or you can also add wheat. So try to add a lot of stuff in it. When it is sprouted, then eat only 2 spoons of sprouts. Otherwise, if you eat a lot of sprouts, then it may affect your organs, especially the joints. And then let us talk about what is the combination of the water with your food. Try to take 1 glass of water before the meals, 1 hour before the meals, warm water, it will just clear the things. And along the meals, a little bit of water is sufficient. Half of the stomach should be filled with solid, half or 1/4 should be liquid, and 1/4 should be free. After taking your meal, after 1 hour, just take 1 glass of warm water again. So whatever is grease is left, then it just will go away. Make sure you take your dinner at least 3 hours before sleeping, and after taking your food, always sit in a Vajrasana like this, maybe for 10 minutes. This is very good for your digesting your food. And in the morning when you wake up, always sit like this, drink 3 glasses of water. This also clears your stomach a lot. Eat your breakfast, as a breakfast is wonderful, and then lunch should be okay, and dinner should be very light always. So if you just take these things in mind and try to eat which is regional and seasonal. Regional means which is available around you, it is meant for your environment, and seasonal is which is produced in particular kind of season, will be good for your health. Try to eat that food. Don't try to eat something which is very costly or something, some simple foods. So if you just follow these basic principles of dieting, you will never need a dietitian in your life. And most of the current dietitian, if you see, they are based their diet on this diet. Otherwise, I have heard of maybe Atkins diet, Air diet, I don't know, there are complex kind of diets are there. Intermittent fasting is good. Ayurveda always says that the best time to eat food, that ideally it says it is the sunrise and sunset. A person should eat food twice a day, that is sunrise and sunset. Okay, that is so if you wish to do any intermittent fasting, maybe like eating 8 and then again eating the 8 in the morning, or maybe 12, that is absolutely fine. It works differently for different people. So try maybe 12 hours of fasting, increase it to 16 hours of fasting, then it is fine. Okay, try to reduce your wheat and sugar intake, reduce by 50%, replace it with millets or honey, or replace sugar with honey or maybe good and something, then you will automatically reduce some kind of weight. So diet combined with a little bit of exercise and a good sleep will make sure that you are always healthy. Thanks for watching my channel, and keep watching the channel, and please share a feedback if you wish to see some particular video about yoga or diet or about anything which I know of, then I will be glad to share that. Namaskar. Signing off for now. Thank you.